Hi, my name is Kevin Owens, and I am here to speak to you about grieving. It's something that we all go through when we lose someone we care about, whether it be a parent, sibling, spouse, pet. But my theory is we also go through these stages of grief when you lose a job, when you go to the emergency room and someone receive bad news. We go through these stages of grief throughout our lives and don't even realize it. But throughout this informative speech, I plan on talking to you about each stage and give you a little bit of a background to each thing, also using some of my own personal experience that I'm going through. My spouse passed away 20 months ago, November 22nd at 1:52 p.m. And not even 3 weeks before that, we lost our little dog of 7 years. Trust me, it's not the easiest thing around going through the loss of two living, breathing entities that just envelops your life into your heart, into your soul. So hopefully, if you know someone that's going through this, maybe you might have a better understanding towards the end. But now, let's get started in talking about it. So I'm going to vanish for a few to let you see this board behind me as we go through the stages. Not the best thing around, I will admit, but stage 1, shock. Of course, shock is nothing more than unable to know how to handle it, to be what the next stage is, numb, and third stage of disbelief. You just have a hard time believing that this is even going on. You know? It was like the moment my spouse passed away, I thought he was doing nothing but sleeping still. Even as I saw the flatline happening. Even when they turned the machine off and the nurse came in and told us that he has been gone for like 2 minutes at that point, he looked so peaceful, as if I could still see his chest rising. People go through that every day, just like people in car accidents, to where they have a broken leg and can still walk on it. Because they're in shock. Their body is not registering what it is that they're going through. It's not going from the feeling in their body to their brain. The second one is disbelief. My apologies. Numbness. Which is the same, basically the same thing, to where you're feeling the emotions, but you're not feeling the emotions. You know? And I know you're probably hearing that. That's my dog in the background. She wants to be a part of this informative speech as well. So, but the third stage is disbelief. Just not having an easy time understanding how it happened, why it happened. It's just amazing of stuff that could be right in front of you and not understand a single thing about it. Just doing this informative speech, it's like I understand every stage, but it's hard to put into words. But just like I was saying, just even a breakup can take you through stages. The shock that it even happened, the numbness, like I'm okay, but you're not. The disbelief that the person wanted nothing to do with you anymore. Next stage. Let's get back to this. To the bottom left, anger. When someone passes away, you're angry at them as if, why did you leave me? Why did you have to go? Or blaming them as if they chose not to be with you, as if they had a choice. Or being mad at the person for breaking up with you and not understanding why. Guilt is stage 5. Stage 6 is denial and yearning. And stage 7 is acceptance. Now let's go over them really fast. Like for my spouse passing away, I felt a lot of guilt because of the fact that I didn't feel like I did enough to help him stay alive, even though there's nothing I could do. I couldn't give him a new heart. I couldn't give him a new liver that the hospital overworked. Or people who broke up in relationships treated the person with respect, with honor, with dignity, but yet they blamed themselves as if they felt like they weren't good enough or did enough. Then you have denial and yearning. Can't believe it even happened. And still wishing that they were there next to you. And then the final one, acceptance. The realization that the people are never coming back. Whether they passed away, or dumped you, or just accepting that you have a broken leg. You can't heal until you accept what's going on. Otherwise, you're just going to be feeling that pain. My conclusion is, going through these 7 stages takes over your life. No one understands it. During these 20 months, I lost friends, I lost family, and there's sometimes I feel like I lost the time itself, grieving. I'm still grieving, to where there's sometimes days don't even realize they're going by, you know? And you don't have the energy, you don't have the drive to want to do anything. And that doesn't just happen just because of people dying. You could have that type of emotions just from, like I said earlier, a breakup, an accident, having bad grades in school, not understanding why when you've worked so hard for the best grade possible and you just don't understand why it's not happening. The stages of grief doesn't just happen when you lose somebody. And I know this speech has gone over the time limit, and I know the speech has not been overly informative because it's just too much to it. But hopefully, people who watch this might have a better understanding of what someone is going through. And the people who vanish out of your life, maybe they're just having a hard time with it also. Not that they chose to get rid of you, whether it be from a breakup and they decided to choose one side over the other, or the loss of a loved one. You could just be too much of a reminder for them. But they also don't realize that they're help causing the pain to you as well. So hopefully people start realizing if someone's going through pain and suffering, be there for them. Help them through it. Don't turn your backs on them. Because these stages of grief, the pain that someone's already going through, is more than the mind can handle and more than what other people can understand.